What you release right now is not a loss. It is the very thing that unlocks everything waiting for you on the other side. If you are a Capricorn, or you have strong Capricorn energy in your chart, then what is happening in your life at this moment is not random. It is not chaos. It is a clearing. The universe is asking you to set something down, so that your hands are finally free to reach for what has always been meant for you. And I know that might sound strange because Capricorn is the sign that holds on. You hold on to responsibility. You hold on to commitments. You hold on to people, to plans, to promises you made years ago. But right now, the energy around you is shifting in a way that demands release. Not because you failed, not because you were wrong, but because you have outgrown something, and the weight of it is keeping you from rising into the next chapter of your life. This is not about giving up. This is about growing up into a version of yourself that no longer needs to carry what once felt necessary. And if you stay with me through this entire reading, you are going to understand exactly what needs to go, why it needs to go now, and what extraordinary things are waiting to rush in the moment you finally let it. The next level is not something you chase. It is something you step into. Once you stop gripping what belongs to the past. Tip 1. The weight you have been carrying was never yours to keep forever. Capricorn, there is something you have been holding on to for so long that it has started to feel like part of who you are. Maybe it is a belief about yourself. Maybe it is a role you play in your family or your friendships. Maybe it is a way of doing things that used to work beautifully, but now feels like dragging a heavy chain behind you everywhere you go. And you have kept holding it because you are loyal, because you are disciplined, because somewhere deep inside you, there is a voice that says letting go means you are weak, that it means you could not handle it, that it means something about your character. But I want you to hear this clearly. Holding on to something that no longer serves you is not strength. It is stubbornness wearing the costume of strength. And you know the difference. You have always known the difference. You just did not want to admit it because admitting it means you have to change, and change, even good change, is uncomfortable for someone who has built their entire identity around being steady and unmovable. Think about a tree for a moment. A tree does not keep every single leaf it has ever grown. When the season changes, it releases. It lets go of what is no longer alive and green. And it does not do this because it is dying. It does this because it is preparing for new growth. The release is part of the cycle. It is part of the health of the tree. And you, Capricorn, are in that season right now. The leaves that are falling, they served you. They gave you shade. They helped you breathe. But they have done their work. And now it is time for them to fall so that something fresh and strong can take their place. What makes this moment so powerful is that you are not just releasing one thing. You are releasing an entire pattern. A pattern of overworking yourself to prove your worth. A pattern of saying yes when your body and your spirit are screaming no. A pattern of putting everyone else's needs ahead of your own, and then wondering why you feel so empty at the end of the day. These patterns did not develop overnight, and they will not disappear overnight either. But the release starts with awareness. It starts with the simple act of saying, I see this. I see what I have been doing. And I choose differently now. The universe is not punishing you by asking you to let go. It is promoting you. It is saying you have proven yourself at this level. You have done the work. You have paid the dues. Now it is time to move upward. But you cannot take the old baggage with you to the new floor. The elevator has a weight limit, and right now you are carrying too much. So what are you willing to set down? What are you willing to release? Not because it was bad, but because it has completed its purpose in your life. This is not about judgment. This is about completion. And once you begin to see it that way, the release becomes not painful, but liberating. And what comes next is going to surprise you in the most beautiful way, because the universe has been waiting for you to make room. Tip 2. Your definition of success is being rewritten, and that is a gift. For most of your life, Capricorn, you have measured success in very specific ways. Hard work, achievement, status, financial security, recognition from the people around you. And none of those things are wrong. They are valid. They matter. But right now, something inside you is beginning to shift. You are starting to realize that success without peace is not really success at all. That a full calendar and an empty heart is not the kind of life you want to keep building. That climbing the mountain means nothing if you reach the top and realize you climbed the wrong one. This rewriting of your definition of success is one of the most important things that will ever happen to you. Because when you change what you are reaching for, everything life reorganizes itself to match. Your relationships change. Your daily habits change. The way you spend your time changes. The way you talk to yourself changes. And suddenly you are not just surviving anymore. You are actually living. You are actually present. You are actually enjoying the moments instead of rushing through them to get to the next accomplishment. This does not mean you stop working hard. You are a Capricorn. Hard work is in your bones. But it means you start working hard on the right things. Things that fill you up instead of drain you. Things that align with who you are becoming, not who you used to be. And that is a very important distinction. Because the person you used to be needed those old goals. They needed that version of success to feel safe, to feel worthy, to feel like they mattered. But the person you are becoming, that person has different needs. That person wants depth. That person wants meaning. That person wants to wake up in the morning and feel genuinely excited about the day, not just dutiful about it. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. The universe does not reward the busiest person. It rewards the most aligned person. The person whose actions match their true values. The person who has stopped performing and started being authentic. And you, Capricorn, are standing right at that doorway. You can feel it. You have been feeling it for weeks, maybe months. That quiet voice inside you saying, there has to be more than this. There has to be a deeper way to live. And there is. There absolutely is. But you will only find it when you stop measuring your days by what you accomplished and start measuring them by how you felt while you were alive. That shift, that single shift, is going to change everything for you. And what I am about to share next is going to show you exactly how that transformation begins to unfold. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Tip 3. The people who are meant to stay will stay without you forcing them to. This is one of the hardest lessons for Capricorn, because you are fiercely loyal. When you love someone, you love them with everything you have. When you commit to a friendship, a partnership, a family bond, you commit fully. And there is something deeply honorable about that. But there is also a shadow side to that loyalty. Sometimes, Capricorn, you hold on to people who have already let go of you. You keep showing up for people who stopped showing up for you a long time ago. You keep making excuses for behavior that hurts you because you do not want to face the idea that someone you invested in might not be invested in return. And here is where the release comes in. You do not have to chase people. You never had to chase people. The right people. The ones who are truly meant to walk beside you on this journey. They will be there without you begging them to stay. They will show up without you having to remind them you exist. They will match your energy, your effort, your devotion. And they will do it not because you ask them to, but because they genuinely want to. That is what real connection looks like. And you deserve it. You have always deserved it. But you have been so busy trying to hold together relationships that were already falling apart, that you did not have the space to receive the ones that were trying to reach you. Think about how much energy you spend maintaining connections that do not feed you. Think about how many hours you have spent worrying about whether someone is upset with you, whether you did enough, whether you should reach out one more time even though they never reach out to you. That energy is precious. It is finite. And every drop of it that you pour into a dead-end connection is a drop you are taking away from yourself, from your growth, from the people who actually value you. Releasing a relationship does not mean you hate the person. It does not mean they are a bad person. It simply means the season has changed. And holding on to a summer friendship in the middle of winter is only going to leave you cold. When you start to release the relationships that have run their course, something remarkable happens. You suddenly have room. Room in your schedule. Room in your mind. Room in your heart. And into that room, the universe sends people who are aligned with where you are going, not where you have been. People who challenge you in healthy ways. People who celebrate your growth instead of being threatened by it. People who meet you at the level you are rising to, not the level you are trying to leave behind. This is not something you need to force. You just need to create the space. And the next section is going to reveal something about your energy that will help you understand exactly why this clearing is so critical right now. Tip 4. Your body has been sending you messages, and it is time to listen. Capricorn, you have a tendency to push through. When your body says rest, you say not yet. When your mind says slow down, you say there is too much to do. When your spirit says pause, you say I will pause when everything is done. But everything is never done. There is always another task, another obligation, another person who needs something from you. And while you keep pushing, your body keeps whispering. And when the whispers get ignored long enough, they become shouts. The tension in your shoulders, the tightness in your jaw, the exhaustion that sleep does not seem to fix, the headaches that come out of nowhere, the feeling of heaviness that sits in your chest even when nothing is technically wrong. These are not random symptoms. These are signals. Your body is telling you that something needs to change, that the pace you have been keeping is not sustainable, that the stress you have been absorbing is not just emotional, it is physical. And if you do not listen now, the messages are going to get louder and more difficult to ignore. This tip is about releasing the belief that rest is laziness. For a Capricorn, this belief is deeply embedded. You were probably praised from a young age for being responsible, for being mature, for being the one who could handle anything. And that praise felt good. It made you feel valuable. But it also taught you that your worth was tied to your productivity. That if you were not doing something useful, you were wasting time. That sitting still was the same as falling behind. And that belief, Capricorn, that is one of the things you need to release right now, because it is slowly breaking you down from the inside. Rest is not the opposite of progress. Rest is what makes progress possible. A machine that runs without stopping eventually overheats and breaks down. A field that is planted every season without rest eventually loses all its nutrients and stops producing anything at all. You are the same way. Your body, your mind, your spirit. They all need time to restore. They need space to breathe. They need permission to simply be, without producing, without achieving, without proving anything to anyone. When you give yourself that permission, something shifts at a fundamental level. Your creativity returns. Your clarity sharpens. Your patience grows. Your relationships improve because you are showing up from a place of fullness instead of depletion. And the irony is beautiful. When you rest, you actually become more productive. Not less, more. Because the energy you bring to your work, your relationships, your goals, it is clean and focused instead of scattered and desperate. And what you are about to learn in the next section connects directly to this, because there is a specific area of your life where this energy shift is about to make the biggest difference. Tip 5. Financial abundance is coming, but it requires a new mindset first. Capricorn, let us talk about money. Not in a shallow way. Not in a way that promises you will suddenly become wealthy overnight, but in a real grounded way that matches who you are. You have always had a complicated relationship with finances. On one hand, you are one of the most financially disciplined signs in the entire zodiac. You save, you plan, you think long-term, you do not waste resources frivolously. But on the other hand, there is often an undercurrent of fear in your relationship with money. A fear that there will never be enough. A fear that if you relax your grip for even a moment, everything you have built will slip away. And that fear, that is what needs to be released right now. Because here is the truth. Abundance does not flow to a clenched fist. It flows to open hands. When you hold your finances with a grip of fear, you block the very energy that is trying to bring you more. You make decisions from a place of scarcity instead of possibility. You say no to opportunities that could expand your life because the risk feels too dangerous. You stay in situations that underpay you or undervalue you because the certainty of what you have feels safer than the uncertainty of what you could have. And slowly, that fear-based approach starts to shrink your world instead of expanding it. The new mindset that is trying to emerge in you right now is one of trust. Not blind trust, not reckless spending, not ignoring your practical nature, but a deep grounded trust that you are supported, that the universe has always provided for you, even in the moments when it did not look the way you expected, that your needs will be met, that there is enough, and that loosening your grip does not mean losing control. It means allowing more to come in. This shift in mindset is going to open doors that have been closed for a long time. New streams of income, unexpected opportunities, resources that seem to appear right when you need them. But they can only come in when you stop operating from fear and start operating from faith. Not faith in some distant, abstract concept. Faith in your own ability to handle whatever comes. Faith in the track record of your life, which has shown you again and again that you always figure it out. Faith in the fact that you are entering a season where abundance is not just possible, it is inevitable, but you have to meet it halfway. And that means releasing the old stories about not having enough, not being enough, not deserving enough. Because the next level of your financial life is waiting, and it is closer than you think. The next section reveals the internal shift that makes this abundance feel natural instead of forced. Tip 6. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is your greatest act of power. There is someone you have not forgiven. Maybe it is a family member who let you down at a time when you needed them most. Maybe it is a friend who betrayed your trust. Maybe it is a former partner who broke promises they should have kept. Or maybe, and this is the one most Capricorns do not want to hear, maybe it is yourself. Maybe you have not forgiven yourself for a decision you made, a path you chose, a moment when you did not live up to your own impossibly high standards. And that lack of forgiveness is sitting inside you like a stone, heavy and immovable, taking up space that could be filled with something so much lighter. Let me be very clear about what forgiveness is and what it is not. Forgiveness is not saying that what happened was acceptable. It is not saying that the person who hurt you was right. It is not opening the door and inviting them back into your life. Forgiveness is a decision you make for yourself. It is putting down the poison you have been drinking while waiting for the other person to feel the effects. It is choosing your own peace over the satisfaction of holding a grudge. And for a Capricorn who remembers everything, who files away every slight, every broken promise, every moment of disrespect, this is particularly challenging. Your memory is long and your standards are high. When someone falls short, you do not forget. And while that serves you in some ways, it also keeps you chained to moments that should have been left behind years ago. The release the universe is asking for right now includes this. It includes the old resentments, the old wounds, the old stories you keep replaying in your mind about how someone wronged you. Not because those feelings are not valid. They are. What happened to you mattered. Your pain is real. But carrying it forward into your next chapter is like trying to drive a car while staring in the rearview mirror. You cannot see where you are going because you are too focused on where you have been. When you forgive, truly forgive, you reclaim an enormous amount of energy that has been locked up in anger, in bitterness, in the constant mental replaying of old events. And that energy, once freed, becomes fuel for your transformation. It becomes creativity. It becomes joy. It becomes the kind of deep, settled peace that no external circumstance can disturb. You do not forgive because the other person deserves it. You forgive because you deserve to be free. You deserve to walk into your next chapter without dragging the chains of the last one behind you. And if the person you need to forgive is yourself, then listen to me carefully. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. You made decisions based on the information and the emotional capacity you had in that moment. And yes, maybe you would choose differently now. But that is because you have grown. That is because you have learned. And the growth itself is the proof that you are not the same person who made that choice. So release yourself. Give yourself the same grace you would give someone you love deeply. Because you cannot step into the next level while punishing yourself for the last one. And what comes next in this reading is going to show you exactly what that next level looks like when you finally walk through the door unburdened. Tip 7. Solitude is not loneliness. It is where your power regenerates. Capricorn, you have spent so much of your life surrounded by responsibility. People depend on you. Situations depend on you. You are the one everyone turns to when things get difficult, and you have accepted that role because it makes you feel needed. But there is a difference between being needed and being nourished. And right now, you need to find time to be alone. Not lonely, alone. There is a world of difference between the two. Loneliness is the aching feeling that you are disconnected from others. Solitude is the intentional choice to disconnect so you can reconnect with yourself. And you, Capricorn, have been disconnected from yourself for longer than you want to admit. You have been so busy managing everything and everyone around you that you have lost touch with your own inner voice. The voice that tells you what you really want. The voice that knows what you truly need. The voice that has been trying to guide you, but keeps getting drowned out by the noise of obligation and expectation. When you create space for solitude, even just a few minutes each day, something begins to happen. Your thoughts start to organize themselves. Your emotions start to settle. The constant buzzing in your mind begins to quiet down. And in that quiet, you start to hear things you have been missing. Insights about your life, clarity about your direction, ideas that could change everything. But they only come when you stop long enough to listen. This is not about becoming a hermit. This is not about withdrawing from the world permanently. This is about giving yourself the gift of silence so that when you do engage with the world, you do it from a place of fullness and intention rather than habit and obligation. Think about it this way. A phone that is constantly in use eventually runs out of battery. It does not matter how powerful the phone is. If it never gets plugged in, it dies. You are the same way. Your solitude is your charger. It is where your power regenerates. It is where your wisdom deepens. It is where your patience restores itself. The world will not fall apart if you take an hour for yourself. The people in your life will not collapse if you close the door and sit in silence for a while. And the tasks on your list will still be there when you return. But you will be better equipped to handle them because you gave yourself the gift of restoration. This is one of the most important things you can release right now. The belief that you have to be available to everyone at all times. You do not. And releasing that belief is going to open up a dimension of your life that has been dormant for far too long. The next section takes this even deeper, into a part of your life where this energy is about to create the most dramatic shift. Tip 8. A door is closing, and that is the best news you have received in a long time. I know that sounds counterintuitive. Doors closing usually feels like rejection. It usually feels like failure. It usually feels like the universe is saying no to something you wanted. But Capricorn, I need you to understand something that is going to reframe your entire perspective. Sometimes a closed door is not a rejection. It is a redirection. It is the universe saying, not this way, that way. And the door that is closing right now in your life, whether it is a job, a relationship, a living situation, an opportunity you were counting on, it is closing because it was never going to take you where you are truly meant to go. You have been trying to walk through a door that was not designed for you, and you kept trying because you are persistent, because you do not give up easily, because you were taught that if you just work hard enough, any door will open. But some doors are meant to stay closed, not because you are not good enough, not because you do not deserve what is on the other side, but because what is on the other side of that particular door is not actually what you need. It looks like what you need, feels like it should be what you need, but the universe sees a bigger picture than you can see from where you are standing right now. When that door finally closes completely, and it will soon, you are going to feel a wave of grief. That is natural. Let yourself feel it. Do not suppress it. Do not pretend you are fine. Capricorns are famous for pretending they are fine when they are absolutely not fine. But this time, let the grief move through you. Let it wash over you and then let it recede. Because on the other side of that grief is something you have not felt in a very long time: relief. A deep, bone-level relief that you no longer have to fight for something that was never going to work. That you no longer have to squeeze yourself into a space that was too small for who you are becoming. And then you are going to notice something. Another door. One you could not see before because you were too focused on the one that was closing. This new door is bigger. It is brighter. It leads somewhere that aligns with the person you are now, not the person you were when you first started knocking on the old one. And this new door, it opens easily, not because you forced it, but because it was made for you. Because everything you have been through, every lesson, every struggle, every moment of holding on and letting go, has been preparing you for exactly this. And the timing of what comes next in this reading is no coincidence, because the transformation is about to accelerate in a way you are not expecting. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting, it's about moving. Tip 9. Your intuition is louder than it has ever been. Trust it. Capricorn, you are an earth sign. You are practical. You are logical. You make decisions based on facts, evidence, and careful analysis. And those qualities have served you incredibly well throughout your life. But right now, something else is trying to get your attention. Something that does not operate on logic. Something that cannot be measured or proven or put into a spreadsheet. Your intuition. That quiet knowing that lives somewhere between your heart and your gut. That feeling that tells you something is right or wrong before your mind has time to figure out why. For most of your life, you have probably dismissed your intuition. You have called it irrational. You have overruled it with logic. You have made the practical choice instead of the instinctive one, and sometimes that worked out, and sometimes it did not. Sometimes you looked back and realized that your gut was right all along, that the feeling you ignored was trying to protect you, trying to guide you, trying to show you a shortcut that your logical mind could not see. Right now, your intuition is louder than it has ever been. It is practically screaming at you. And what it is saying is this: trust the process. Trust that what is falling away is supposed to fall away. Trust that what feels uncertain right now is actually leading you somewhere certain. Trust that the discomfort you are feeling is not a sign that something is going wrong. It is a sign that something is going very, very right. Growth is uncomfortable. Transformation is messy. But your intuition knows the difference between danger and discomfort. And right now it is telling you that you are safe to keep moving forward. The release that is being asked of you here is the release of your need to understand everything before you move. You do not need all the answers. You do not need a detailed plan for every possible outcome. You do not need to see the entire staircase before you take the first step. You just need to take the step, and then the next one, and then the one after that. And with each step, the path will become clearer. Your intuition will guide you. It always has, even when you did not realize it. Even when you gave your logical mind all the credit, your intuition was working quietly in the background, nudging you away from things that would have harmed you and toward things that helped you grow. So here is what I want you to do. The next time you feel that pull in your gut, that quiet voice that says go this way or not that person or now is the time, listen to it. Do not argue with it. Do not overanalyze it. Do not wait until you have enough evidence to justify it. Just listen, and then act. Because your intuition right now is connected to something larger than you. It is tuned into the energy of this season of your life, and it knows things your conscious mind has not caught up to yet. Trust it. It has never steered you wrong when you actually paid attention to it. And what the final section reveals is going to confirm everything your intuition has been whispering to you. Tip 10. The next level is not above you. It is already inside you waiting to be claimed. This is the truth that ties everything together, Capricorn. Everything I have shared with you today. The releasing, the forgiving, the resting, the trusting, the redefining. It all leads to the single realization. The next level of your life is not something you have to go find. It is not hidden on top of some mountain you have not climbed yet. It is not locked behind a door that requires some secret key you do not possess. The next level is already inside you. It has been there all along, waiting patiently for you to stop looking outside yourself and start looking within. You have spent years, maybe decades, believing that the next level required more effort, more credentials, more experience, more sacrifice, more proving yourself to the world. And while effort and growth are important, the truth is that you have already done enough. You have already become enough. The person you are right now, in this very moment, is ready. Not the person you will be in 5 years. Not the person you are working to become. The person you already are. Right now. Today. The only thing standing between you and your next level is the stuff you are still carrying from the old one. The beliefs that told you that you were not ready. The fears that convinced you to play small. The guilt that made you feel selfish for wanting more. The patterns that kept you comfortable but stagnant. The relationships that drained you instead of fueling you. The definition of success that was never really yours to begin with. These are the things that need to be released. And as you release them, one by one, layer by layer, the next level does not arrive. It reveals itself, because it was always there. You just could not see it through all the clutter. Imagine yourself standing in a room that is so full of old furniture, old boxes, old clothes you will never wear again, old papers you will never read again, that you cannot even see the walls. You cannot see the windows. You cannot see the door to the next room. And then, piece by piece, you start clearing things out. You carry out the old furniture. You throw away the boxes. You donate the clothes. You shred the papers. And as the room empties, something beautiful happens. Light comes in. You see windows you did not know existed. You find a door you never noticed before. And through that door is a space that is clean and bright and full of possibility. That is what is happening to you right now, Capricorn. You are clearing the room. And the more you clear, the more light comes in. The more light comes in, the more clearly you can see the door. And the more clearly you see the door, the more confident you feel walking through it. This is not something that might happen someday. This is happening now. The energy is moving now. The clearing is happening now. The next level is being revealed now. All you have to do is keep releasing, keep trusting, keep listening to that quiet voice inside you that says it is time. Because it is time, Capricorn. It is absolutely, undeniably, beautifully time. Everything in this reading has been leading you to this moment. Every tip, every insight, every piece of energy that has come through. It has all been pointing in one direction. Forward, upward, into the next version of your life. And I want you to sit with that for a moment. I want you to really feel the truth of it in your body. You are not stuck. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be. And the very fact that you are here listening to this, feeling these words land in your heart, that is proof that you are ready. The person you were a year ago could not have received this message. They were too busy, too distracted, too caught up in the old patterns to hear what the universe was trying to say. But you, the you that exists right now, you are different. Something has shifted in you. Something has softened. Something has opened up. And through that opening, a new life is beginning to pour in. Not all at once. Not in some dramatic, cinematic explosion of change. But steadily, quietly, persistently, like water finding its way through stone. The change is coming and nothing can stop it now because you have made the most important decision a person can make. You have decided to let go of who you were so that you can become who you are meant to be. Do not be afraid of what comes next. You have survived everything that has come before this moment. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every disappointment, every season of doubt. And not only did you survive, you grew. You became wiser, stronger, more compassionate, more real. And that version of you, the one forged by every fire you have walked through, that is the version that is ready for the next level. Not a perfect version, not a version without fears or doubts, but a version that has learned to move forward anyway. A version that knows that courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision that something else matters more. So release, Capricorn. Release with confidence. Release with grace. Release with the deep knowing that what is leaving your life is making room for what is arriving. The next level is not above you. It is not ahead of you. It is rising up from within you, and all you have to do is stop holding it down. Let it rise. Let it shine. Let it transform everything it touches, because this is your time. This is your season, and the best, the very best, is yet to come. You have two options after this video. Close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving. The only question is whether you are.